Dear students, in today's practicals, we are going to learn about the different types of the banquet setup styles. So before we actually move on to the banquet setup styles, as we know, there are different varieties of the banquet setups. So first of all, as you are watching that in this restaurant, so many chairs and tables and one particular setup has been there. So in the first instance, we will have to remove all the badwas, cruet sets, and the ashtray which are lying on the table. And for that, we are going to take the help of the salver. We will have to visit each and every table, and from each and every table, we'll have to remove the badwas, cruet set, and the ashtray, and that all the things we'll have to keep it at the side station only. Now, as you see, I have removed all the ashtray, badwas and cruet set, and along with the salver, I have kept it at that particular side station. That is side station number 2 for this particular restaurant. Now, why I have kept it at the side station? Because after doing the setups, maybe we would be requiring some of the badwas in order to keep it at the table. The rest of the badwas, cruet set, and the ashtray, we are going to keep it inside the side stations, and then we will have to vacant our salver. Moving to the tablecloth. While removing the tablecloth, the top one, as you know very well, is called the slip cloth, and while removing this slip cloth, we will have to fold it nicely. And this slip cloth also, we will have to place it at the side station only. So now, as you are watching, I have been removing the slip cloth. Now this is the tablecloth. It has also been removed. And while removing it, we will have to fold it nicely. And both the slip cloth, this one is the slip cloth and this one is the tablecloth, this yellow one, both the things we'll have to keep it at the side station. Likewise, we will have to remove all the slip cloth and tablecloth of all the tables, and next to it we would be requiring the chairs. For requiring the chairs for any kind of a setup, so it would be better, rather than removing all the chairs, we'll have to keep all the chairs aside. You must have seen a very important part while removing the chairs, like chairs and table should not be dragged. It should be picked properly and it should be kept at the corner. Now I am removing the table. Likewise, we need to remove the tables and the rest of the things from the restaurant. Dear students, in today's practicals, we are going to lay down a next type of an banquet setup, and this particular banquet setup is called U-shape. So as we will keep on doing this setup, and side by side I will keep on explaining it what all the things we have been doing in this case. First of all, in this restaurant we'll have to bring the table. In doing any kind of a setup, the very important thing is, first of all, we'll have to lay down the table. After that only we are going to lay down the chairs. Every time whenever we are going to lay down the tables, we'll have to go to the center or maybe to the head table in order to see whether the alignment has been uniform from the all the sides or not. Now we have placed the table properly. Now it is the time to lay down the chair. As we have also laid down the chair, there is one thing which is very important thing we'll have to keep in our mind is to here the head table is this one, and to this head table we'll have to always keep the odd number of chairs, because in any of the functions, in any of the meetings, there will be definitely the chief guest. There will definitely be the CEO of the company, maybe the chairman of the company, and that particular person is going to sit at the center of the head table. That is the reasons we'll have to keep the odd number of the chairs. Now, very important aspect is to laying down the tablecloth. Now we'll have to cover the table with tablecloth. While laying down the tablecloth, the maximum fall we will have to keep it towards to the inner side only. And while laying down the tablecloth, the fall should be uniform and even from all the sides. So while laying down the tablecloth, we'll have to keep on checking the fall of the tablecloth. It is supposed to be even and uniform from the inner end, and we'll have to try our level best to keep more fall from the inner side of this table setup, so that the legs of the tables will not be able to appear. So somehow while laying down this tablecloth, we are placing the tablecloth in such a way so that the tablecloth will be able to cover most of the legs of the table. Likewise, in the VIP functions, rather than using the tablecloth to cover the legs of the table, it is advisable to use the frill or a satin cloth in order to cover the inner part of it. Very important thing is, as we have been finding, there are joints between the tables and the tablecloth. So these joints has to be covered by using the slip cloth. Now we have been using the slip cloth in order to cover these joints. After laying the tablecloth and the slip cloth, we'll have to see there should not be any type of a fold or crease on the top of the tablecloth. If it is there, it has to be evenly spread in a uniform way so that no crease or the fold will remain there on the top of the tablecloth. Now it is a time to lay down the bud vase and the glasses and the notepad also. Next to the bud vase, we have been keeping the candy bowl. We are keeping the glass. On these glasses, we are going to keep some mouth fresheners or the candies. At the center of the each cover, we need to keep the notepad along with pen. At the head table also, we need to keep the bud vase and the notepad along with pen having the logo of the hotel. So now you see our U-shaped banquet setup has been done. Why it is called U-shape? I don't think there must be any doubt about it. It is having the shape of U only. That's why we are calling it as an U-shaped banquet setup. Next to it, there are 2 to 3 things we'll have to keep in our mind is we have placed the glasses, and while placing the glasses, or maybe after placing the glasses, we'll have to see the alignment of the glasses also. The alignment of the glasses should be in a straight line. And as we have placed the bud vase, the alignment of the bud vase also has to be checked. Next to the bud vase, as we are finding, we are keeping the candy bowls. All the notepad is also to be aligned, is supposed to be at the center of the cover. Now the alignment of the glasses has been done, the alignment of the table, chairs, the fall of the tablecloth, everything has been done. So this is called the U-shaped banquet setup. Now if we talk about what are its benefits, what are its advantages. A very great advantage of this kind of a setup is, here if you will see, all the guests are facing towards to each other. That is the first advantage. If all the guests are facing towards to each other, then automatically the interaction between the guests will be more. Moving to the next thing, all the guests are facing towards to the main head table. So it means if any of the presentation has been going on by somebody by standing just at the head of the table, then all the guests or all the participants can easily be able to view that presentation without any problem. Next thing is, there is enough movement of the guests. Like at any point of time during the function, any of the guests can exit from the function and can re-enter in the function without disturbing the other. So this is again one of the more, or you can say that one of the most advantageous aspects of this kind of a setup. As this setup is not only used for training purpose, conferences, but also in case of the general meetings and workshops also. As far as its demerits are concerned, as far as this setup is concerned, there are too many advantages are there compared to that of the demerits or the disadvantages. But here still the disadvantages are there. The disadvantages would be, as you are finding, we have been covering too much of a space while laying down this particular setup. So this particular setup required too much of a function area, which is generally not advisable in case the number of the participants or the guests are more. There is one more advantage that has been left out by me, that is, if any food and beverage is there, pre-plated food and beverage or the service of tea or coffee is there, it is also very feasible or easy for the server or the steward to do the service from the front side of the guest. And we know very well, table is also there. So note-taking process is very easy for any kind of conferences, and due to the table, the visitors or maybe the participants can easily be able to have any kind of pre-plated food and beverage. So this is all about the U-shaped banquet setup.